we have a few affidavits. We have a few affidavits on Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, hermaphrodites. Joseph Biden, OPRAH, Lassane Outlaw, and many, many more. Again, what can we do? We've given information over and we've handed it over to someone and we've said, hey, we can only hand you so much because there's so much of it. No one's done anything with the information that they already have. No one's attempted to do anything with the information that they have. We have the evidence, we have a lot. But as this time, the last 3 years have gone on, we had an attorney that we had our eyes on that we thought, hey, you know, we'll hand that to him. I told insurance holders that we have, God forbid we walked out of this room and something happened to us today and we were no longer alive. There's no reason to hold on to, there's no reason, if something happened to us today, there's no reason to hold on to information, AKA dead man switch. Has anybody ever heard of that? A dead man switch, which means that if a dead man is found, then the switch is flipped on and all of this information is handed to the world. That is what we basically have with insurance holders all around the world and now you. We've given the information over to say that if God forbid something happened to us today, hand it out like candy because there's nothing else to do with it. I'm so sorry. We have so many alarms still. You know, we still have to make sure that we're good in the building, even though that we're still here with security. We just have to make sure that still nothing is going on. We've handed this information out, and you know, people are asking like, why go back? Why? I have never been left alone. Things happened since I was 3 months old, and we are still dealing with all of that shit today. It never stopped. It just unfolds different. When I left the home that I was in with the failed assignment, I'm gonna call them a failed assignment. Because if you're watching this today, you don't even deserve to be called a mother. And the thing is there's a big difference between a mother and a handler. Let's get that shit straight. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. I'm gonna compare a mother and a handler to you. I'm gonna let you know how that goes. But the people that had me at first, I called them failed assignments. I won't even give them the luxury of surrogate anymore. Outlaws. I was about to, but I won't. You know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not what they made me. I'm not here to be vindictive. I'm not here to make a threat. I'm not here to point anybody your direction, but I will hide every piece of evidence that I own like a geocache around this world if something happens to my mother and I. That's what I'm doing. I've redacted names. Every evidence that's sitting here today is redacted. We've still redacted names. We have court orders, police reports, rape kits, sworn affidavits, CPS reports. The list goes on. There's a big folder that we have that we're going through today of evidence. And we're handing it and we're putting it in your hands because if something happened to us today, everybody in this room can say, I saw it. Everybody in this room can say, I know it exists. And it's legal. If you take a look closely at the paperwork, you'll see it, it's legal. We've moved some things because in the cases that I have, there are minors that were on the case. And those minors contacted me recently, one of them, and I want to talk to you too personally later on. But we've blocked and redacted all those things because I'm not trying to, I don't care. I changed my last name from Outlaw because I don't care. I don't want anybody's money. It ain't worth it, it's blood money. If somebody told me today, I'd give you whatever you want in money, I would tell you to keep it. The only people that would probably take money from is Child Protective Services, because for 1 whole year, they collected money from me while they knew I was being trafficked, while they helped my traffickers, while they documented and aided my traffickers. They're still doing it to this day. They collected a paycheck on every single time I ran away. They collected a paycheck on every single time I was assaulted because it made a bigger case. It gives a bigger paycheck to the foster parents. It gives a bigger paycheck to the government. Foster care only runs on children, like Monsters, Inc. Do you understand what I am saying to you? Has anybody ever seen the movie Monsters, Inc.? You know, the screams and the laughs?